Welcome back, everyone. I'm delighted to see you all for the second part of our lecture series on Google's Agent2Agent protocol. In our first lecture, we covered the fundamentals of A2A, how it works, and some real-world examples. Today, we'll build on that foundation to explore the benefits of A2A, how non-technical people can understand it, the future of this technology, and how organizations can get started with implementing A2A. Lecture 2, Overview. Here's our agenda for today's lecture. We'll start by examining the key benefits of A2A, both at the system level and for human users. Then we'll discuss how non-technical people can understand A2A through familiar analogies. We'll look ahead to the future of A2A technology and what developments we can expect. Finally, we'll provide practical guidance on how organizations can begin implementing A2A in their own operations. Key benefits of A2A. A2A offers significant benefits both at the system level and for human users. From a system perspective, A2A enables specialization, with each AI excelling at specific tasks rather than trying to be good at everything. It provides flexibility, making it easy to add new AIs or upgrade existing ones without disrupting the entire system. A2A creates scalability, allowing the system to grow by adding more specialized AIs as needed. And it enhances resilience. If one AI fails or is unavailable, others can still continue to work. For humans, the benefits are equally compelling. Users receive better service with faster and more accurate answers. They experience less repetition since they don't need to repeat information when moving between systems. The interaction feels seamless, like one smart system rather than multiple disconnected ones. And assistance is always available when needed. The key insight here is that A2A brings the benefits of human teamwork to AI systems, creating a whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. Benefits for businesses. For businesses considering A2A implementation, there are several specific advantages to consider. First, A2A can lower costs through reduced integration and maintenance expenses compared to building custom integrations between systems. Second, it enables better solutions by allowing organizations to choose the best AI for each specific task, rather than compromising with one-size-fits-all approaches. Third, A2A creates future-proof systems by providing the flexibility to swap out AIs as technology improves, without having to rebuild everything from scratch. Fourth, it allows for easy scaling. Businesses can start small with just a few AI components and add more as their needs grow and as they see value from the system. These business benefits make A2A not just a technological innovation, but a strategic advantage for organizations looking to enhance their AI capabilities. Understanding A2A without technical knowledge. One of the challenges with new technologies is making them accessible to non-technical users. Here are some helpful analogies for understanding A2A. The email analogy. Just as email lets people at different companies communicate without knowing technical details, like SMTP protocols or server configurations, A2A lets AI assistants communicate across systems automatically without users needing to understand the technical details. The team analogy. Similar to how a human team works better when each person has a clear role and good communication, A2A creates specialized AI teams that coordinate seamlessly to achieve goals. The business card analogy. Agent cards work like business cards, helping AIs know who does what and how to reach them when specific expertise is needed. Just as professionals exchange business cards to remember each other's specialties and contact information. The project management analogy. A2A's task tracking is similar to project management tools, keeping track of what needs to be done and who's working on what, ensuring nothing falls through the cracks. These analogies help make A2A concepts intuitive for people regardless of their technical background. What you don't need to know. It's important to emphasize that using A2A systems doesn't require knowledge of complex technical details. Users don't need to understand HTTP JSON protocols that underlie the communication, authentication mechanisms that secure the interactions, API implementation details, server-side programming concepts. Just like using email doesn't require understanding SMTP protocols, using A2A systems doesn't require understanding the technical details behind them. The technology is designed to be invisible to end users, who can focus on their tasks rather than the underlying systems. What business users should know about A2A? For business users, here's what to focus on when considering A2A. First, identify use cases where AI collaboration could help your organization, such as customer service, healthcare, or operations. Second, understand the capabilities of different AIs and how they could address your specific needs. Third, analyze the benefits that A2A could bring to your specific situation, such as improved customer experience or operational efficiency. Fourth, recognize the limitations of what A2A can't yet do to set realistic expectations. Key questions business users should ask include: what tasks in our organization require coordination between systems? Where do our users face friction due to system boundaries? What specialized knowledge would benefit from dedicated AIs? Which of our existing systems need to communicate with each other? The key is to focus on business problems and user needs, not the technology itself. A2A is a means to an end, not an end in itself. What's coming next for A2A? Looking ahead, we can expect several exciting developments in the A2A ecosystem. In the near term, we'll see enhanced discovery capabilities, making it easier for agents to find each other based on capabilities and availability. Shortly after, dynamic skill checking will allow agents to ask what others can do in real time, enabling more flexible collaboration. Moving further into the future, we'll see support for richer interactions with more media types and interaction modes, expanding beyond text to include images, videos, and other formats. And ultimately, we'll see an expanded ecosystem with more partner integrations across different platforms, creating a rich network of interoperable AI assistants. These developments will progressively enhance the capabilities of A2A systems, making them more powerful and useful over time. Major companies supporting A2A. Google is leading the development of A2A, but many major companies are already supporting the ecosystem. Tech partners include Salesforce, which is integrating A2A with its customer relationship management platform, MongoDB, which is providing database solutions for A2A systems, ServiceNow, which is incorporating A2A into its workflow automation tools, Atlassian, which is integrating A2A with its project management software, and Box, which is enabling A2A interactions with document management. Service providers like Accenture, Deloitte, and KPMG are developing consulting practices around A2A implementation and integration. This wide support from industry leaders suggests A2A will become an industry standard rather than just a Google-specific technology. This broad adoption reduces the risk for organizations considering A2A implementation. Vision: an ecosystem of AI assistants. The long-term vision for A2A includes several exciting possibilities. AI assistant marketplaces will allow users to choose specialized AIs, like selecting apps from an app store, assembling their perfect team of assistants for their specific needs. Industry-specific AI networks will emerge, with healthcare AIs, financial AIs, education AIs, and others working together within their specialized domains, creating deep expertise in particular sectors. Personal AI teams will become common, with individuals having their own collection of AIs that know their preferences and work together to assist them across different aspects of their lives. Cross-organization collaboration will be transformed, with company AIs seamlessly working with partner companies' AIs on joint projects, breaking down organizational boundaries. The key insight here is that the future is not one super AI that does everything, but many specialized AIs working together effectively, much like human organizations operate today. How to begin your A2A journey. For organizations looking to implement A2A, we recommend a step-by-step approach. Start by identifying use cases where AI collaboration would be most beneficial for your organization. Look for tasks that currently require coordination across multiple systems or expertise domains. Evaluate potential technology partners that support A2A. Consider both the existing A2A ecosystem players we discussed earlier and your current technology vendors. Begin with a limited pilot project that has a clear scope and measurable outcomes. This reduces risk while allowing you to demonstrate value. Measure results against your key performance indicators to evaluate success and identify areas for improvement. Expand gradually based on lessons learned from your pilot, scaling up your A2A implementation in a controlled way. This iterative approach allows organizations to gain experience with A2A while managing risks and demonstrating incremental value. Resources for learning more. To learn more about A2A, consider these resources. Official documentation includes Google's A2A website, developer resources for technical implementation, and conceptual guides that explain the underlying principles. These resources can help you deepen your understanding of A2A and prepare for successful implementation in your organization. Conclusion. To summarize what we've covered in this second lecture, A2A offers significant benefits for systems, humans, and businesses, from increased specialization and flexibility to improved user experiences. Non-technical users can understand the concept through familiar analogies like email, Teams, and business cards, making A2A accessible to everyone. The future of A2A includes enhanced discovery, richer interactions, and an expanded ecosystem of specialized AIs working together. Organizations can get started with A2A through a step-by-step approach, beginning with clear use cases and expanding gradually. Various resources are available to help you learn more about implementing A2A in your specific context. Recap of both lectures. Let's briefly recap what we've covered across both lectures. In Lecture 1, we introduced what A2A is and why it matters. We compared it to other AI approaches like single large AIs and tool-using AIs. We examined the basic components of A2A, including agents, agent cards, tasks, and messages. We explored how assistants communicate with each other, and we looked at real-world examples in customer service, healthcare, and smart home applications. In Lecture 2, we've focused on the key benefits of A2A for systems, humans, and businesses. We've discussed how non-technical users can understand A2A through helpful analogies. We've explored future developments in A2A technology. We've provided guidance on implementing A2A through a step-by-step approach, and we've highlighted resources for learning more. Thank you all for your attention throughout both lectures. I hope you now have a comprehensive understanding of Google's Agent2Agent protocol and how it might benefit your organization.